What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is Agree to Disagree. Talking Eagles, boat race, the Cowboys, first place in the NFC East, and a big game coming up Thursday night. Let's go.
Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgado, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Welcome in, everybody. It's Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio. Every Sunday, we are brought to you by our doc, Make 'em Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, specialized physical therapy, located in Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Find them right there on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. As always, Brian Wilson, Greg Malakovic, I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there, welcome in, baby. Let's talk about it. Crumb of the week at the end of the show. Early look at Washington coming in Thursday night, or we're going there Thursday night, wherever the hell it is. Is it here?
It's in, I think it's in there, right? Is it there?
It was there. I feel like I thought it was there, but
I'm pretty sure it's there.
Either way,
but I have no idea.
Big game coming up Thursday night. We'll dive into it. We'll look ahead to it a little bit. Eagles Cowboys post game, players of the game. Break down what we watched today. Right into our poll question: the Eagles boat racing the Cowboys is the perfect ending to a Sunday. Agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcast, we're there as well.
Home.
It's home.
Oh.
Even bigger game.
Got to win it.
Yeah, the poll, I agree. 34-6. First half, you're like, all right, it's sort of leaving them in the game a little bit here. What are we doing? Right? And sloppy. Jalen was sloppy. We were sloppy, like we were just going through the motions. But credit to him, credit to the offense. They were able to figure it out. And credit to his defense. I don't care who you're playing against anymore. I mean, they've been like that for 5 weeks in a row now. So, but yeah, there's no better way to end it, especially a convincing win like this. Right?
I think you could have played that game for 24 straight hours. The Cowboys wouldn't have scored a touchdown. Literally, there's not many better things in life. Like, I just felt really good inside, really warm inside, watching the Cowboys basically be a non-NFL team. It's great. I love it. And how bad is Trey Lance that he can't get on the field over Cooper Rush? Wow. I feel like I could be just as good as Cooper Rush. Right now, 40 years old, fucking turd that I am.
Bold statement.
I think I could. Let me throw like 26 balls in the backyard. I'm scoring a touchdown today.
Throwing at least one.
Yeah, I might throw 5 picks, but I'm throwing a tutty.
No, but it was, perfect day. Perfect day.
Yeah.
Convincing win. Went down to Dallas, took care of business.
We're able to rest guys late, which was great too, because we have the short week.
Yeah, no question about it.
And again, another place that's usually tough for us to play in, right? I think we've lost 3 straight games in Dallas, right? So we were able to go down there in a place that we usually don't play well. And as you said, Tommy, we
didn't start great.
Right? So those ghosts were sticking right around. But as you said, credit to them. They came back after halftime and they put it on. And it absolutely helps that this defense is playing absolutely lights out right now. I mean, they're playing like one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
So I absolutely agree.
Cooper's been moved into as the slot, we have been phenomenal.
We've been
really have, and he's making plays every game, and Quignon's making plays every game,
and all levels are making plays. Right?
They've been making plays every game.
They're playing their balls off. Right? We got a Bryce Huff sighting today. We had 3 sacks, even though, we probably could have had more, but we had 3 sacks today. Strip sack, which we always – how many times we sit here on air on any show and talk about turnovers, right? Let's get the football. Well, we got it today.
Yeah.
We got it today.
The biggest factor in winning games in the NFL is turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Not committing them and forcing them.
Listen, no question about it. Talking about Q, his last 5 games, right? 0 touchdowns. 60 passer rating allowed, only 9 catches allowed, targeted only 19 times, 87 total yards in 5 games, and that's a rookie.
As a rookie.
Yeah, as a rookie.
One of those dudes is Jamar Chase, by the way, too. Who I'm not sure if you watched on Thursday, but he's kind of good. He's decent.
Yeah,
And he
he'll
always
make it.
goes up
I think he's gonna
top
make it.
guys, right? Like when he was on Malik Neighbors a lot, even when we played the Giants, right? He was on CD a lot today. As you said, Jamar Chase. So he's not shying away from anybody.
No, not even a little bit. And that just goes to the level player he is. They're not shying him away from anybody, right? They're not trying to hide the rookie corner. They're actually doing the complete opposite.
No, 100%, Tommy. They're like, listen, we know he's good. He's gonna be on you. But what's great is I feel like a lot of these offensive coordinators now, they like to, they move their star guys around to try to get good matchups. So in the past, you put CD in the slot, you put CD, and maybe we can't cover him. You put him in the slot now, and Cooper's on him, and I'm fine with that. So I like this. Like going forward, it's great.
Well, that's the whole secondary, right? Like
it's great.
There's a lot of teams where the top guy travels with the top guy. With our guys, it doesn't matter, right? If they, because you have Darius on one who's still a really good corner, and then you have Q, and as you said, if you do line up inside, then you got to deal with Coop, and Coop's been balling out as well.
Yeah, he made 2 nice plays on CD today. Like where they threw the ball to him in the flat, and he made tackles right away.
Yeah.
You can't. Tommy said it. You can't say anything else. I understand that the Cowboys fucking stink. Okay, and Cooper Rush is basically not an NFL quarterback, and Trey Lance, obviously, I don't think he's a college quarterback. So, they're bad. But that's what you have to do. You go and you play a team that's bad like that. You punch them in the mouth and you dominate the game. And from the second half, that's what we did. I mean, the second half we absolutely dominated the game. They couldn't do anything. We could do anything that we wanted. Jalen used his feet really well today. Not just running, which he did run well, obviously 2 rushing touchdowns, but both touchdown passes, he got out of trouble, used his feet, and then threw the touchdown. So that was great to see. Great day. Nothing better than beating the Cowboys.
Jalen only had a couple little mistakes. I thought he held on the ball too early.
Just early on, he was holding the ball a little bit.
Yeah, I thought he was holding on to it too long.
Yeah, just throw it away if you're in trouble.
And the fumble. I don't even really put the pick. The pick's a great play by Diggs, right? Still need to probably be thrown a second earlier.
Just a second earlier, yeah. That's
right. I know people are like, oh, he made a great play, and he did. He did. Still think it was thrown a little late.
Yeah, it was late.
But overall,
it wasn't crazy.
Overall, he responded to it. I don't. I've been saying it all year. I don't care how they start. I care how they finish games. Everybody gets caught up in that first quarter. I get caught up what you do through 60 minutes. You could be the hottest team in the country, go put up 10 on everybody, and lose 20-17 every week. So I would like faster starts. This week, obviously, you get 7. Feels a little bit better. You're not used to that in the first quarter. But I don't care about that. I care about, okay, you go into the half and make great adjustments as a football team. You come out and, absolutely impose your will on somebody. That's what I want to see. And it goes for the quarterback, too. If you struggle early on in the game, I want you to be able to be good enough to respond to that in the moment. I don't need you to tell me after the game you need to play better and respond the next week. No, I prefer you to respond after 2 turnovers the way you did by scoring 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I like my responses. So credit to Jalen on that. I know Martian thought I was going to be coming in and having something to say about him. I don't. He's a winner of 5 in a row. And today, the first half, he reverted back to some bad football and holding on to the ball a little too long. But even with that, he was perfect after that.
Yeah.
Right. He was perfect. He finished really strong. And I don't care about you turning the ball over in a game like that a little bit, honestly, because that's a game you knew you were going to win.
Yeah.
That's a game
you're going to lean on
that Bath and Beyond
that defense.
You know what I mean? You say, what do you want to do for dinner tonight? You want to go out? Oh, you want to go out? Eagles are playing. It's okay.
Yeah.
And then you look like you're the hero.
You look like you're giving something up, right?
When it's really, dude, it's Cooper Rush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cooper Rush is playing. I'm good. I said it all week, Greg. Wasn't even worried about this game one bit. Cooper Rush, you can bring back 5 Michael Parsons.
It was a walkthrough.
Yeah, you can put 5 Michael Parsons on their defense, and I'm still confident in a 34-6 game.
I felt like
even not 5.
As soon as I saw that we were 7.5, 8-point favorite, I said, "Oh, we're going to boat race them." If it would have been 4, I'd have been worried.
Yeah.
And so as soon as 7.5, 8, it's it's a boat race. They want you to take Dallas. Yeah, I don't know how Dallas scores points moving forward, honestly, because they can't run the football, and now they can't pass the football. So,
yeah, 49 total.
Little trouble there. Little trouble.
I know everybody's saying it. Sixers did win 2-8 on the year. Jared McCain, fingernails and all, delicious game.
Yeah, he played great.
Luke, they did not bench him the entire overtime. He reached his minutes. So
I'm kind of with Luke on that.
Well,
I mean, I don't care that you reach your minutes in overtime. I need you on the court. I don't care.
Oh, 2-8. 2-8. Sorry, guys.
2-8.
2-7.
2-7. 2-7.
My bad. I jumped the gun.
We'll be 2-8. We'll be 2-8 our next game. So.
I don't know. Well, Joel's supposed to play Tuesday. They're saying against the Knicks. We'll probably get boat raced by them. Listen, we got to win. That's all that you can say about that. We can go back to the Eagles because we tried to not win that game as hard as possible. Yeah, we tried to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, and we almost did it.
No, you're right. Just wanted to say we got to win.
Yeah.
But yeah, got to win.
That's it. PG might have been benched, might have hit his minutes, restrictions, whatever you want to say. Took a terrible shot to end the game in regulation. But
yeah,
we'll figure this team out when Joel's back. Bill says, let's go. I think Jalen has had too much attention on being the best QB the past 5 weeks. So he got caught up a little bit going into Dallas, playing a rookie. Who's a rookie? Took a little time to settle down.
Yeah, Cooper Rush is not a rookie, Bill. But I mean, he just came out slow.
Yeah,
we've been coming out slow all year. It's not like that's new.
Yeah, it's status quo.
Yeah, great second half though, and made some big plays when he had to. And I mean, like we said, this game wasn't really in. We weren't really in any jeopardy of losing this game. They couldn't move the ball. We knew it.
But I did like some of the some of the work we did over the middle in the passing game, right? There's a couple of slants to AJ, and then the one play where AJ had a big gain. Jalen leaked out to his left and threw it back across to the middle. I like us working over the middle as opposed to just always throwing the outs. I think they're safer throws, and I hope we can continue that because I really liked seeing it this week.
Yeah, he made a couple really good balls, a couple good deep balls too.
Yep.
The one was kind of strange. I know AJ got like
the sky ball
slightly held, but he tried to hit an AJ in the corner of the end zone.
Okay.
Like one of the last drives that Jalen was in for, probably third quarter, late third maybe, and I don't know. It looked like AJ lost the ball. It looked like AJ lost the ball in the light, kind of like I felt like he could have had it.
Yeah, it was.
Like he almost didn't see it.
It was before that field goal, so
yeah.
It looked like he thought he was going to be a little bit deeper in the end zone, obviously by the way he threw it. But I did think he got held up a little bit there.
Yeah, but I didn't think that was a bad ball though. I feel like that was a good ball too.
He also didn't have his burst today.
Yeah, you could tell AJ was a step or two slow.
Yeah,
just because of the knee, right?
Well, I'm surprised they played him. I was actually surprised.
As Wilson pointed out, I'm glad we were able to get these guys off their feet for the most of the fourth quarter, knowing we have a short week, right? I think that was huge.
Yeah, Washington was in a dogfight through 4.
They
right,
were.
Greg? So,
yep.
Yeah, they lost by 1 point.
And they played tough
they really actually lost by 1 inch, basically, because Zach Ertz was like an inch short on 4th and 10.
Yep.
Where have we seen that before?
Honestly, I felt like he had it.
I thought he had it too.
It was an interesting spot for sure. Yeah.
When they showed the replay, I'm like, oh, he's got it. And then they were like, still short. I was like, oh. Okay.
I thought in real time he had it.
Yeah, looked like he got it.
Like, I don't know what they're doing here.
Yeah, but hey, we'll take it. Would rather have them lose. Now you go out and you get a win at home on Thursday. You take a stranglehold of the division.
Yep.
Oh, I think
because it's a 2-dog race. I think we know that the Giants and the Cowboys both stink.
Yeah. I'll say this. If they win Thursday, division's over.
Yeah, stranglehold. Yeah.
And I'll say this because now Washington, a young team, young quarterback, now loses 2 in a row.
2 in a row.
See how they respond to that, right? You know what I mean? See how they respond as a younger team. Are they able to withstand that, right? Are they able to go win 3 in a row after 2 losses per se in a row? They might come in here and beat us.
I will say I'm a little nervous. I'm more nervous than I would be if it was next Sunday because Thursday is just short week. It's always a weird. Thursday games are weird. Weird shit happens in Thursday games. So I feel like we're a better team and we should beat them, especially at home. I'd be more confident if it was Sunday.
Sure.
I did take off work for Thursday though, so I'm pretty pumped about that.
Good call.
Yeah, I noticed it like maybe like a month ago. I was like, oh, Eagles play a weird Thursday night game against Washington, who's probably going to be good. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take off work. Plus, it's easy to have off right now. They're hiring so many people getting ready for peak.
Yeah.
So
8:15 Thursday night too.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, defense been playing great, Dom. Been playing great. So literally the last 5-6 weeks since they put Coop at starting in the slot.
Yeah.
I honestly would say I
like
Slay.
From the buy on.
Yeah, I like
right because that was the Browns, and we didn't give up a touchdown against the Browns. It was a special team score.
Yeah, true. And I like Slay still being on the field. You know, I know he's a step slower now. He's a veteran though, but I mean, he got cooked today on one. Got lucky that the ball was terribly underthrown. I just need, if he's going to keep getting cooked a little bit, Isaiah Rodgers might have to play over him because I feel like he's been better. I really do. I like that Darius is a veteran, so I trust him. But I mean, the leash is getting shorter.
We definitely don't lose anything when he comes out, right? Whether it's injury or whatever, right? Because he came out for a couple plays early, but we don't lose anything. To your point, right? Whether it's Coop or Isaiah Rodgers or even in the past when it's been Keely Ringo, these guys come in and they play and they ball out.
No,
there was a couple balls. The one on Q that he pushed the guy out of balance, and then that deep ball to Darius. You would love for them to locate the football because those could have been two like really easy picks. Because it ended up hitting both of them, right? It hit Darius in the back, and
Darius was in pure catch-up mode. So. Yeah,
and Q's arm was in the middle of the defender's or the wide receiver's body. So you turn and locate the football. Those are two potential picks to add on to what we already did.
Yeah, KD's got his hand so far up Jalen's asshole coming in tonight. Like, where's the Hurts praise? I mean, we did it already. I mean, what do you want us to say, dude? We talked about his response, and now he rebounded. I thought a slow start.
I said he used his legs great today.
Like, I don't know what else you want to say. How many attempts did he have today?
Give me a sec.
I mean, we didn't have to do a whole lot today, KZ. They're basically not a non-NFL.
14 to 20, 202, 2-1,
5-0. Just saying.
And then he was 7 for 56 for 2.
Yeah, just saying. Just saying, 5-0 when you take on Tom's strategy here, KZ. Yep. So maybe you should be praising me. You understand? Maybe you should be coming in here fucking praising Tom for once. Everybody wants to ask why I'm not praising. I did my praise. I did my dog and pony show, goddamn praise, a grown-ass man. Right? You know what I mean? Like, I did it already. Where's the praise to me? I'm a grown-ass man, too. Just nailing shit. Just nailing shit for you. You want to win?
Man, I'm 40.
You want to win? No, it doesn't pain me at all. That's the thing. It doesn't pain me. I want him to be good. Like, I don't understand why it pains me. It doesn't. What pains me.
We're Eagles. We are Eagles fans.
What pains me is blinded folks. That's what pains me. The guys who can't see straight. That's where my pain comes from. The guys like where it's just all about him. Like nobody else played today. You know what I mean? Nobody else played today. That's it. One guy played.
But we have the blueprint, though. We know it. The blueprint is 20 to 25 attempts. Run the ball down their throat. Let Jalen use his legs to make big plays. And just lean on teams because of the fact our defense is playing good and we have a great offensive line and we have the best running back in football. I mean, lean on teams.
Yeah.
Lean on them. Saquon didn't even have a great day.
No, didn't need him.
I mean, Dallas was in the box trying to stop the run. So that's what teams are going to probably have to do. So it's going to be more on Jalen's arm, but he's making plays with his feet, getting out there, getting some good balls off. It's good to see Goddard back. I mean, I feel like we're kind of hitting on all cylinders right now. I love us right now. Like I'm getting a little souped up. I'm loving us right now. I'm loving us right now. Lions are getting fucking boat raced. Love that too.
Hey Bill, John, same Embiid that I talked about trading in the summer. That Embiid. All right. I'm glad we listen here. We do a great job of listening. You know what I mean? We do a fantastic job.
I just love the posters everywhere in his house. Solid comment.
Solid comment, but those posters have been taken down.
I think Tom might still have 2 of them.
Nope, they're out for trash. They're out for trash. You understand? Ain't no lube up in here. This ain't no Diddy party. Those posters are out in the garbage.
Anybody still holding Dogecoin? I know Wild off the thing, but I just got like a thing on my phone. I've been holding it forever because I'm like, whatever. Maybe I'll come back up. The Doge is rocketing. I don't know what's going on. It's like up at 30 cents. I have like 3,000. We're loving life right now. Get me to $1, Doge.
I do not have any Doge.
This might be the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I'm gonna sell it $1, and it's gonna end up like going up to $1,000. You'll know when that happens because they'll be like, Audubon resident Brian Wilson went off the Walt Whitman Bridge today.
Sold his Dogecoin.
Some say
Moron. You can call him whatever you like, though.
Yeah, great guy, big heart,
Big heart.
Big heart.
Shit. Yeah, but the Eagles playing great. Eagles playing great. Lions getting boat raced. We love all that.
Love that.
Yeah, because let's be honest, the Lions look like they could be a problem, and we'd like to get that top seed. So we got to keep winning games.
And I think we only really have the Ravens kind of left. I mean, obviously Washington on Thursday is going to be a test, right? But I mean, our schedule isn't. We go at Rams.
We have them twice. We have Washington twice.
At Rams, at Baltimore, and then
Rams are playing good ball.
Pittsburgh. Rams are playing good ball. Baltimore's obviously good, and Pittsburgh's obviously Mike Tomlin again.
Pittsburgh's good.
Pittsburgh's good.
Yeah. I mean, Pittsburgh's 7-2, right? Same record as us. Yeah. They're actually, I think they lead. Yeah, they lead, right?
They lead the North.
They lead it.
Yeah, the AFC North, yeah.
Impressive. I mean, Tomlin, great coach. They're running the ball well. They're playing really good defense. And Russie throwing balls.
Let's ride.
I mean, I like it because I have Pickens in fantasy. He's actually become playable. So that's cool.
That's the truth. He's become playable.
And it's great because I have Tyreek, who's still somehow unplayable. It's amazing. Oh, as I said that about Detroit, by the way, I've been so bad gambling, you should probably put your live bets in currently, right now, as they score a touchdown.
Bill says, I get they didn't have Dak, but Parsons was back. CD was out there in Dallas. That was a great dub. Could easily have been a letdown game. I'm jacked. Hurts must have heard all the criticism 5 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, maybe it could have been a letdown game.
I mean, it's always a big game, though, Bill. I feel like I think we knew that they were coming in limping, and we were coming down there with a statement in mind, is what I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that doesn't become a letdown game.
No, I think it can't be. It's too much of a
divisional game in a place you haven't played well.
Yeah.
You know, with first place on the line. I get what you're saying on, like, no Dak, but, like, I don't think that's a letdown type game. I think you got a better chance of letting down at that type of game at home than you do on the road.
Yeah, especially because of just the way that Dallas is currently. They legitimately haven't been able to run the football all season, and now they can't throw the football. So it's like they can't do anything offensively. So, I mean, you can't lose to that team because they can't do anything offensively.
Yeah, you're right. No, Tomlin Wayne does not know how to have a bad year. He's the best coach in football. I say it once a year around the same
he's
time.
never been under 500. It's kind of amazing.
Best coach in football. Just wins without quarterback.
He's had, he's had a couple years since Ben retired. He's had a couple years with a couple shaky guys.
He had a winning record with Kenny Pickett.
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph.
And I think
Myles Garrett tried to kill him. Remember, Bill?
Yeah. I think their team over under was like 7.5, 8.5 wins. Like, I think that was their team over under this year. And he's already almost there. He's, I think, 1 or 2 wins from guaranteeing him not a losing season.
Yeah, two more.
18 games, right? 2 wins.
I mean, they're gonna win 2 more games.
And they're gonna win 2 more. They play Cleveland again. Yeah.
I mean, he just always does a great job. There's nothing really obviously, they haven't the winning with any kind of QB, which he's been doing, it hurts when you get to the playoffs and then play some of the really good quarterbacks. So they haven't had the success that they had early with Ben, obviously, but a great coach. And I mean, they're dangerous with Russ. If Russ is, Russ is solid veteran. Everyone's was trashed him the last 2 years, but solid veteran. If he doesn't turn the ball over, he can still throw the ball down the field. If he doesn't turn the ball over, I mean, they have the same blueprint we have. They have a good defense. They got a good running game. They want to throw the ball 20 to 25 times a game.
Yeah, today, and they won. Today, they gave up the most points all year.
Yeah, 28-27, right?
27 points. And they gifted 7 because they went for a fake punt on their 15-yard line.
Who went for a fake punt on their 15?
Pittsburgh went for a fake punt on their 15-yard line.
Yeah, they did.
And they threw an incomplete pass. So they gifted, like, legit a touchdown. They lined up, and the gunner, the wide receiver gunner, was wide open. Nobody on him at all. So it went to the up back, and he just missed him. He was wide open.
He honestly wasn't terrible. Yeah, I remember. That's what I was saying, Bill. If you know, you know. But he wasn't terrible on Denver, actually. If you look at the numbers, he wasn't terrible. They couldn't run the football at all, which really hurts. The fact that Pittsburgh can run the ball is big for us. When you're one-dimensional and can't run, I mean, you see what's happened to Dallas this year. Dallas goes into the season thinking that they're a playoff team with a really good roster, can't run the football all season,
they can't run the football.
They stink.
Yeah. Well, that happens to us, right? It happens to us. It happened to us last year, right? When we get too pass happy and then we're not able to run the ball effectively when you need to run the ball, you become predictable. And when you become predictable in this league, you get beat.
Yeah.
And what we are right now is we are not predictable, even though we are only throwing the ball 20 times a game, right? Because we're playing that downhill type of football, and it's a joy to watch.
Well, we lead the NFL in what do they call that? Like boom plays or whatever. Like I think it's over 20-yard plays.
Yeah.
By a good margin too. So we're getting a lot of big plays, and for the most part, the last 5 weeks, Jalen's been very good with the ball. Obviously, 2 turnovers today. We don't like that. But for the most part, last few weeks, he's been very good. So don't turn the ball over, and we're getting those big plays. And with how good we can run the football and how good our defense is playing, like we're looking good. Like we're motoring right now. We should be and everyone should be feeling really good right now.
You got Hurts had a long of 24 today, right?
Yeah.
Barkley slowed down on the ground, but he still averaged 4.7 yards a carry.
Yeah.
He just didn't have the explosive play, right?
Jesus.
As a team, we rushed for 187 today.
200 yards, yeah.
4.9 yards a carry. But AJ Brown long of 44. Dotson long of 27, just to go to your point. So three big plays over 20 today.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, he threw a pick there.
Yep. Yes, he did. And he had them too. He threw it too late. Yeah, he threw it too late. Too much air on it, he threw it too late.
And on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, you can't say enough about what Zach Baun's done, right? When we signed him, everybody thought he was just going to be a special teams rotational linebacker, right? Because that's what he had been in his career. And him and Nakobe have locked down that linebacker position. And they're both playing really, really well.
Well, for some reason, our Facebook comments aren't coming up, but this is from
Baun's
Michael.
Been great.
Michael Hayes says,
fumble today.
Yeah.
Michael Hayes says, thoughts on Jalen Carter and Nick and Baun getting better each game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Baun and Nakobe have been getting better each game, and Jalen Carter. He's playing an all-pro caliber level. If you have to double him basically. If you don't double him, he's going to wreak some havoc, which is great.
Which he does. Sirianni on Baun. He's just a really good football player. The best compliment I can give him is, man, that's a really good football player. And that happens when you're tough, you're physical, you're detailed, and he's playing really fundamentally sound, and he's getting better every time he's on the field.
Yeah, so. I would agree with all that. Sirianni's not a moron there.
No.
Good to see Nick not doing any stupid shit today, too. That's good.
Think about what you signed him for a 1-year deal
today.
1-year deal, $1.2 million contract.
Yeah, great.
And he's arguably one of your best defensive players this year so far.
Yeah, Pro Bowl caliber player.
That's huge.
Making
signing.
Making less than
for
our
Howie
kicker.
Roseman.
So after Jalen's 2 turnovers, right? He was sacked 5 times in the first half. Eagles were up 7-6. 27 unanswered points after that.
Wow.
Yep.
The Eagles defense has been the best in the NFL during their 5-game winning streak, giving up an average of around 11 points a game. And the Birds defense have held 5 straight opponents under 300 yards for the first time in 16 years.
Spectacular.
Good
And
man.
have started 7-2 or better in 3 consecutive seasons for the first time in franchise history. So just some funsies.
What the second one you said there about the 300 yards? Who was it? How many games in a row? 5. I mean, listen, and we haven't played like. I understand everyone's gonna be like, "Well, Cleveland stinks." I get that, but Cincinnati is like Joe Burrow lighting everybody on fire, and they couldn't do shit against us.
Nope.
Yeah.
Literally lighting everyone on fire. He's got
First
400
time.
yards like every week.
First time since 1949 championship season that they have won 3 consecutive road games by 20 or more points. So, I mean, I'm just running you off a laundry list. Right
Here's
there.
another one. Eagles defense only allowed 42 yards to the Cowboys in the second half. Birds defense had 5 takeaways, and they played complimentary football. Third game of the year, the Eagles did not allow a touchdown.
It's kind of amazing how bad Dallas is. I love every second of it. But they were just turning the ball over at an astronomical rate.
Yeah, the Zeke fumble was like the pussycat fumble I've ever seen.
They have like 2 running backs that are as old as us. Thinking they're going to have a good year.
Yeah. Cowboys finished today with net 32 passing yards.
I like how the guy that they just threw away, even though the team he's on stinks, is not having a bad year. Tony Pollard's playing pretty well.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude, Dominic, we do have a nasty defense.
We do.
They are
We
nasty.
have a complementary defense, right?
They complement each other well.
All 3 levels play together. And when you look at what we did in 2018, right, what did they do, right? The line got pressured, the linebackers covered, and the secondary took it away most of the time. And that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, fun to watch. Young guys flying around. It's good to see. I mean, we've used a lot of draft picks on defense the last couple of years, so it's good to see these guys making plays. This is getting outrageous, this fucking football game. How many interceptions are they going to throw in this game? Goff just threw another one.
He just threw another one?
Yeah.
That's
So
4
mad at me, dude.
if you're counting at home. He's got 8 completions.
I think does he have 2 or 3?
Who?
Terrible ball.
Stroud.
Goff?
No, Goff has 4.
Goff has
2 or
4.
3.
Stroud's got 2.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
That was a terrible throw.
Yeah,
I don't know where Jameson Williams is going. He's doing like a circle, but still, terrible ball.
You know, my dad's a guy who must have missed the first like 4 weeks.
Oh, he might have dropped that.
Because he was like, he's like, they tackle really well. And I said, yeah, that's the difference. They weren't doing that the first 3 weeks of the year.
Yeah, they weren't.
Listen, you get to the quarterback.
That's his 5th. I'm sorry, Goff has 5.
Yeah, if you get to the quarterback and you tackle well, I mean, you're a good football team.
It's good. It's a good recipe, right? It's a good recipe.
It's crazy because I think at this point last year we were 9-0, right? But I would say that I am way higher on the team right now than I was at this point last year. Last year, we were saying almost every show, like, we just keep squeaking by, but we don't look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we kept winning games early, but we didn't look good. And, it is. Whew, it feels good right now.
I think the difference with this team is they got out of their own funk, and we watched it. Right, we watched them be a little bit like, even though they were winning, we were like, that's a little rough. And then we saw some of the clean games. Right, we watched the defense dominate. We watched an offense be able to be explosive. Right, by being a run-first team, but still be explosive. So we watch more 2022 games, Wills, than we've seen the 2023 games. That's where your point's factual. Yeah. It's factual. It's just a different eye test. 100% different eye test. Last year, we're winning games like the Chiefs were, And when you do that, listen, sometimes it's fine. You don't expect what happened to happen, but you're like, hey, we don't look good, but we're tough. And we find ways to win. We talked about it. We weren't putting it together.
Yeah, a lot of resilience talk. A lot of resilience talk last year.
Wherever we were after 9 weeks, we weren't putting it together because we weren't putting a Super Bowl hangover together because we weren't thinking about it anymore because it was so far in the rear view. But it came. It came. It was there the whole time. You know what I mean? And then when we started to struggle, we couldn't get out of it. That's the difference from this year and last year. When we've struggled this year, we find ways to get out of it. Mm-hmm. Last year, we did not.
Yeah, our floor was a lot lower last year, right? When we go into a funk because of just the different pieces that we had, your floor was a lot lower. Our floor isn't that low this year. When we stink, we're still a really good football team at times.
And Jose, love it. Yeah, feed me all the Cowboy tears. Love them. Love every second of them. I love when they go to the box and you just see all the Joneses looking morbid as fuck.
Pop that chest out this week, Jose. Oh. Pop that chest out, brother.
Oh, feed me all those when Jerry and Steven are all both up there looking like, oh my God, I love it. I almost made a fucked up comment right there, and I won't. I'm becoming a better person right in front of your faces. Look at this. Thought we might have killed Jerry today.
Well, he left the box. He wasn't there.
Yeah. Thought we might have killed him.
When they went up to the box.
He was writing out McCarthy's pig slip. He's putting it in his locker when he gets back. He's putting it in his office.
He's probably just sitting down in the locker room waiting for them to all come in.
He just wants some glory hole. Jerry just wants that glory hole.
I don't agree, Bill. I love you to death. I don't agree the Niners are still a team to beat. I do not agree with that.
A lot of injuries. They need to get McCaffrey up to speed. Brock's playing really well, but their defense isn't as good.
Yep, their
defense is not as good. You can throw on them.
I mean,
and they got some issues internally.
They're having a lot of problems.
They have issues.
A lot of in-team fighting.
Debo's an issue.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't think
he's not as explosive as he was last year and previous years.
He's been nicked up.
I don't think you can watch what you watch.
And Ayuk's out for the year.
Yep.
I don't think you can watch what you watched today and say the Niners are the team to beat.
Agreed.
Like against a banged up Tampa team that gave them a run for their money.
I'll tell you what, I'd love to give like small props to Baker Mayfield, who's just playing his ass off down there with not a lot around him. And he just keeps losing at the very end of games. I feel bad for him, but he's playing his ass off. I got to give that to Baker. Playing his ass off.
Talent evaluation, I was right. That's all.
That's right, Tommy, big Baker guy.
Big Baker guy. I'm just saying, like he's a franchise quarterback.
Yeah,
absolutely is. And he got the raw deal because of a bunch of fucking divas in Cleveland. Everybody else took the sides of divas. Everybody else went to the sides of Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry. Like that's the sides we're going to. Yeah. You don't have to like Baker, but now we're taking Odell's side on shit and Odell's dad. That's what we're talking about. I mean, come on, look at Cleveland. They would be dying at Baker over Deshaun Watson.
Oh,
they ran him out of town. The first guy to take him to the playoffs in decades, they run out of town. Think about that. We talk about us being a bad fan base. They finally got to take him to the postseason. They run his ass out of town.
Yeah.
Best thing for Baker was a new start, a fresh start too.
Yeah, like when he got traded to the Rams, I think it was, right?
Yeah.
From Carolina to the Rams.
He was in Carolina.
That was the big move.
It was the Rams. It rejuvenated him, right?
Yeah,
getting him around a guy like McVay. Yep. Absolutely rejuvenated.
Been very good for Tampa.
And they knew it was a short term, right? He knew it was short term, so he had to get in there, figure it out, and then hopefully propel himself, and he did. Right, he took that 1 year bet on me deal in Tampa, and it turned out really well for him.
And he got paid, which I'm happy for him. And he's been he's tough as nails. He's been balling out with like I said. I mean, he's got Cade Otton, and he's got like 3 different running backs that they use. But besides that, the receivers are not playing. Like it's crazy. And he's been in. Like, they could have beat Kansas City. They could have beat San Francisco. They've been in all these games. They just keep losing at the end. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, still a good team. I still think they got a.
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough.
They got a future ahead of them because they have a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if it's not this year, they're going to be tough next year. They just will. You know, they don't figure it out this year. I mean, a lot of football will have to be played. So nothing's over.
Yeah, Bill. I mean, we could easily be 8-1. You are correct. But yeah, we're fine. You tell me going into the season we're 7-2. I'll take 7-2 all day.
Well, 7-2 puts us right on track of where I have us.
Yeah.
12-5, 13-4. That's what they should be. Oh.
Yeah. Looking I mean, I just excited right now. I feel like we're playing really well. It's a great time to have Washington come in. Because we're playing really well. Confidence is high. Let's go take care of business.
Yeah, I think we're the best team in the NFC. I do, and I like the Lions a lot. I just think the loss of Aiden Hutchinson at some point will rear its ugly head on them a little bit.
Yep.
Their Davius Smith, a good pickup. Do not get me wrong, but he's not Aiden Hutchinson. I think we all know that.
Yeah, that's factual.
I don't know how you lose that and continue to overcome it. They will. They're good. They're tough. I get it.
They're built very much similar to us. They get a lot of explosive plays. They run the ball a ton. They have a very good offensive line. Yeah.
It's bald football. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it, brother.
White corners are back and bald football.
And bald football's back.
Thanks, Bri. I mean, a lot of new things coming here. A lot of things our eyeballs aren't used to looking at over the last 2 decades, right? You know what I mean? Bald guys and white slot corners. You know what I mean? You would have told me that 5 years ago. I would have told you knock it off. All right. There ain't a white guy in the country with quick enough hips.
There's 2 of them. I think there's a starter in Denver too, right?
There ain't a.
Yeah, I don't think he's starting slot though. I think he's starting outside.
He's starting outside. Yeah, but he's starting corner. Yeah, but
yeah, he's also
two a year.
I think they're throwing at him a little more considering he's opposite of Surtain. But yeah. What's crazy about it, Tom, is do you see that they're showing the basketball highlights of Coop today?
Oh,
yeah.
Coop is
dude,
explosive.
that drop step
dunk. I was like,
was impressive.
Okay. How tall is he? He can't be more than 6 foot, 6'1".
Probably 6'2".
He's like 26 years old. If we're gonna
Okay.
He is 6 foot even.
Yeah, I mean that's
during those highlights, that drop step and then vertical to dunk was probably the most impressive highlight they showed.
Yeah, that gets you picked in the top 60 picks right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you do a drop step dunk like that.
Well, you see that and you're like, okay, I understand why he can play slot corner now. I get it. I get it.
That's all they need to know.
I get it.
Listen, Shakira, you know what I mean? Like,
the hips don't lie.
Hips don't lie. So I think anybody in the NFC will beat KC.
KC's beatable.
I mean, they should have lost
KC
like 4 times already.
KC and the refs might not be beatable, but KC themselves is beatable.
I honestly think that the best team in the AFC is Baltimore right now. I know they lost to Kansas City in the first week, but Baltimore seems to be firing.
They had a bad loss last week.
Yeah, they did, but they had a good win this week, right? So
they did. But they're not the juggernaut they used to be, right? That defense has holes.
No, I agree, but Lamar's playing a really high level,
and Derrick Henry
have Derrick Henry now. Yeah,
are monsters. Yeah.
And I like a lot of their play. I like Zay Flat. I like their playmakers, and they just added another one in Deontay Johnson. So I think don't get me wrong, the Chiefs are obviously the team. Everyone, you got to beat the Chiefs. And
well, we're going to see this week, right? It's Bills Chiefs in Buffalo.
I mean, Patrick, yeah, but again, I don't even care. Like, they might lose that game, but I don't even care about the regular season. It's just like, can someone beat them in the playoffs? They haven't lost a playoff game in what? Years.
They're looking to three-peat for sure.
It's crazy. But like to me, Baltimore is in their bed. If they're not going to do it this year, they're never going to do it.
Same thing with Buffalo.
I feel like.
Right. Same thing with Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo's right there too. They've been knocking.
Buffalo's tough because Buffalo's hurt, right? Most likely no Amari Cooper again next week, especially because they have the bye week after Kansas City. So Cooper missed the game today. There's probably talk that just hold him out.
Didn't play today either. The rookie didn't play today either. Coleman.
Yeah, Keon Coleman didn't play.
Devin White sighting.
For who? Detroit?
No.
No. He went to Houston, right?
Yeah, he's on the Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just great. It's just really good. I mean, we've been saying it for a few weeks now, but I was going to keep harping on it. It's great seeing the young guys playing and playing
Three
well.
tackles.
It's great.
Yes. Devin White's got 3 tackles on
What,
solo.
In this game?
Yeah.
Well, there was one of them.
Yes,
I
well,
can't believe I didn't bet on the Houston Texans in this game.
The young guys is the most promising thing that we're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Well, it's just extends
Young guys and explosive
right?
plays.
Well, because you need the you need the young guys. You need to hit those picks,
especially in a salary cap. Yep.
In a salary cap world, where the quarterback getting paid a lot of money, you have to nail those picks. They become so important, right? And the fact that it looks like they have over the last 2 years makes it even better, right? Like they have. They've hit some picks here. They definitely have, and some promising guys. Going back to like Landon Dickerson, Milton Williams guys, like there's been some really good picks here. Really has out of Howie Roseman. Some misses, but the last 3 years he's cleaned his life up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in full agreement.
And Fred Johnson's not a draft pick, but he's played awesome in place of Mailata. You know,
he has. Listen. I mean, we've been saying this for years as well, but I never question our offensive line moves ever because I know that we have a great O-line coach. I don't care where we take these guys. They're going to end up becoming good players. It shows. Every one of them steps in and plays well. It's just facts. You have a really good coach, and he coaches really well.
Well, I mean, you're absolutely right because take Fred Johnson, you know, he started in Cincy, right, or came from Cincy, and look at Mekhi Becton, right? Mekhi Becton was thrown away. And he comes here under Statland. We move him to guard, and he's been a monster.
Well, he's playing great.
I think there's some of this to it too. When you talk about like Statland, and the reputation that comes with an offensive line coach, right? That you don't hear that throughout the league, right? Mm-hmm. So when guys come here, when a Hall of Fame center is talking about a guy changes his career, you're going to get guys who listen a little bit more, right? You just will, right? You're just going to. You know, in the world of position coaches, right? Don't have the loudest voice in the room, right? He does, and he obviously gains the respect of guys because they play at a higher level here. They just do. I mean, think about we won all those games without Mailata, without Goddard. I mean, some of the losses that we've had, you know, without Lane for a game, you know, without Becton. I mean, we've lost with guys down too. I mean, one.
Yeah,
and we won with guys hurt.
And historically, we never play well with Lane hurt.
No.
And Lane's incredible, by the way. I think he has let up 2 pressures this season. 2. Yeah, one of them was a sack, but 2 pressures. That's incredible.
Yeah.
But what do we get?
There's no one else in the league close. I think the next closest offensive lineman is like 7 or 8 pressures. 2.
It's insane. It's insane that he can still play at that kind of level.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. You don't usually see many right tackles make the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame right tackle.
Yep.
No doubt. First bout.
No doubt.
Paid.
I mean, he goes into that conversation of GOAT right tackles.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, I mean, if we win another Super Bowl, I mean, he might go down as one of the best draft picks in Eagles history.
Yeah. Be tough to choose somebody else over him.
Chipper, right? Chipper pick him?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Big guys beat up on small guys.
That's right. Yeah. It's like the only thing that Chipper said that I loved.
Yep.
Big guys beat up on little guys.
Chip had one.
I loved every second of it.
Yeah, Chip had a great one.
We do.
And so you got to be careful with these types of guys, right? Chip had a great one that really sold us early on. And another guy that was in town didn't sell us on anything, but he used to say, you know, selectively aggressive for him, which I like. So 2 guys who came in, one spitting out ice cream, another one a racist, supposedly, and 2 guys who sold us reportedly, and 2 guys who sold us right away, unlike you know, Flowers, right?
Yeah.
Funny how that works. That first press conference doesn't dictate shit, right?
For sure.
The way you talk to us has no inclination on how good of a coach you are or if your team's going to win games.
I remember the first game with Chip, though, when we were going really fast against Washington, blew them out. I was like, uh-oh, we might have something here.
We did. Then he stopped talking to guys. Then he stopped talking to guys in the hallway. You know what I mean?
Yep. Protein shakes were great for like a month.
Curfews worked. Curfews works with professional players.
Yeah, he got Hurts too. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. He was a good talent evaluator too. I didn't hate Chip at all. You know, I just think it ran its
just didn't work.
Well, guys don't listen. At the end of the day, if guys don't respect
college,
you,
he's a college guy.
Yeah,
it's the end of the day. It's the end of the road for you.
Same thing with Shiano, right? Like that.
You're not going to trick guys at this level.
Yeah.
There's guys that are college guys.
That's why I think Nick must be doing something right. Because he won a ton of football games. So whatever we think of him at times.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love to say that I despise him, he has won a bunch of football games. I believe he's 41-19. It's one of the top 10 starts in the first 60 games of your career. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I think someone was actually I know exactly who it was. See if you can guess. Someone was 48-12 is the best 60-game start ever by a coach.
It was
I know who it was. You got to think of a guy that started with a good team, obviously. Like he came and inherited a good team. No. A little older in the 90s.
Oh, Barry Switzer.
No, but that's a good guess. I think he's in the top 5. It's George Seifert.
Yep, George Seifert took over a great.
Took over for 49ers,
George, yeah. George fell in shit. Yeah, there you go, George.
Bill Wall said, George, you want to take over?
Hey, George, don't fuck this up. That's in his meeting. Hey, George, it's going to need you to not fuck this up.
Don't be Kyle Shanahan.
By the way, we're losing Montana, but we got this guy, Steve. He's pretty good.
Pretty good player.
He's going to work out.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm selling on the Vikings, Bill. I'm not sold on the Vikings.
Yeah. I mean, they found a way to win today. They have a good defense. I like Kevin. I like their coach. They obviously have a very good playmaker in Justin Jefferson, but they do have Sam Darnold. The shine on Sam, as much as Sam Truther here, 8-year breakout, but I don't know. Like if you're telling me that Sam Darnold's coming to Philly in the playoffs, I love our chances. Love them.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely selling. They're 7-2 right now. Somehow squeak that game out. But they're still going to end up with probably 12 wins, though, with their schedule. I mean, at Tennessee, at Chicago, home Cardinals, home Falcons, home Chicago, at Seattle, home Green Bay, at Detroit. So, I mean, there's definitely 3 wins in there, maybe 4.
Yeah, I mean, they do have, like, the NFC North is tough, so they're going to play Detroit. They're going to play Green Bay. But, obviously, Chicago looks like they might be kind of shitty.
I mean, you end the season with Green Bay and Detroit, right? So, in your next 6 games, can you win 3 or 4 games?
I honestly think, I know that, I guess they were on a bye this week.
But they don't scare you to everyone's point, yes.
If they're healthy, I think that Green Bay is very tough. I like the Packers. I like their coach. I like their quarterback. I think that they're tough out. I like their defense takes the ball away. I like Josh Jacobs. They're tough out. If Love, I know Love's been banged up a bunch. If Love is healthy coming down to the playoffs, the Green Bay is going to be tough out. They're a tough team. I like them. And I think the Rams are tough. The Rams, they're playing a lot of young guys. They're getting better on defense, and they're healthy now with Puka and with Kyron Williams and with Cooper and with Stafford just slinging. Rams are tough.
And that division's nowhere is right open. There for them. It's wide open.
Yeah. I mean, shit. You know who's playing good in that division is the fucking Cardinals.
I was so wrong on the Cardinals. Not that I'm not wrong anyway.
Kyler looking great.
I mean, yeah. They're 6-4. San Fran's 5-4, and the Rams are 4-4.
Dude's been out a month.
With a game tomorrow.
Have they won 3 straight?
Cardinals?
Yeah.
4.
4 straight. I think he's won every week since Call of Duty came out. It's incredible. But 4 straight. They went 2 years without winning back-to-back games. They won 4 straight. Crazy.
Their over-under was 7.5, and I was looking for everywhere I could to find it with like decent money. Thank God, because I was going to go under, and we know why, because now they're shooting over.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to them. I always like James Conner, just a tough dude. Runs hard, and Kyler's playing well. Marvin Harrison's a stud. So, yeah, they're playing well.
You defeat him, dude. The AFC East is what track. Bills are 8-2, and then 3-7, 3-7, 2-6.
The Jets are bad, man.
I thought the Jets were going to rebound. Like, you know what I mean? Keep that momentum from Thursday night. Go into Arizona and beat what everyone probably thinks is a bad Cardinals team or an average Cardinals team. But nope, they got torched again today.
Cardinals are tough.
Cardinals played really well.
Yeah, they're playing tough. And Dom's right. Nick's record on the road is crazy.
Yeah.
This fucking
NFC is
the Houston game is long as shit, huh? It's the start of the fourth quarter.
Early predictions Thursday night.
Yeah, I'll go. I think it's tough. Being that it's a Thursday night game, they're always weird. I'm going to give a weird score. 22-21 Birds. Let's go.
Oh my God, I'm going to spit my. As you're going through that, I'm thinking like, oh, maybe I'll go 22, and you say 22-21.
Let's go.
You're out of your mind.
Let's go. I mean, listen, you got to put up a weird number with us. It's a Thursday game, and you know Nick's going to do some fucking weird shit. He didn't do anything weird today, so he's going to have to double down on weirdness.
Nice to see Jake, getting a little action today.
Yeah, kick the ball today. It's incredible.
See what happens when you let him kick the ball.
But yeah, I think it's a weird game. I think we're going to win.
27-24. And I don't know if I love that. That's where I'm at right now.
28-21.
I want to see what the early line is.
3.5.
3.5, 49.
Okay.
28-21.
I like it. I almost went 27-21, but I went 24. We're going to stay there. I could always change it on Wednesday.
Yeah. You have options.
We got options.
All right. Crumb of the week before we get out of here.
Somebody can go if they'd like.
Do I have a crumb?
I got one.
Go ahead.
Mine's the just really because they cost me so much money the other day. LSU. It's the Tigers LSU football program. It's their shitbag coach, who I've known to stump forever.
He's
Brian fucking Kelly. Well, I can't believe I bet him yesterday thinking that he was going to win a big game. What am I doing? Should get my head checked. And yeah, Brian Kelly stinks. LSU officially out of the playoff. That was their last straw.
Yes.
Brian Kelly, you stink.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Couldn't happen to a better guy, too. Right?
The only loss I have on the weekend is Brian Kelly. And
is LSU?
Oh, yeah, fucking asshole. I had him in a 5-team parlay, and I hit everything else. And the way I've been betting, I needed to hit that. Fucking asshole. And I just had a money line too. Like at home, Alabama. You think Alabama's floundering? They're taking on Woodard. They're not playing great.
Yeah,
that's your chance to beat them, and you have that effort. Just embarrassing. I love the way David Montgomery runs.
He's good.
Yeah, he's a stud.
He's good.
I like their nickname too, Sonic and Knuckles.
That is good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with we go often, and it's this time of the year. The NFL officiating. I mean, today was just absolutely brutal. Like we talk every once in a while, and Nick's got a show on the sideline, like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm the head coach." Well, the refs today decided that they wanted to be involved, and just every game, it's just there's always something different. There's always something new. It always feels like it feels like they're making shit up. Like that last drive in the San Fran Tampa Bay game. I mean, there was a flag on every play. It was always 15 yards on the Niners. And I'm not saying they weren't legit calls, but I mean, sometimes you look at it and you go, is this real life? Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, he also got to tell the Niners stop grabbing face masks.
No, like you said, like
3 plays in a row.
I hear you. But like the one wasn't even that bad. Like it shouldn't have been called. The one where they called the roughing the passer, it was just actually a face mask, not roughing the passer.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a joke.
I felt like the roughing the passer was bad, but there was a face mask on that play, so it could have been a face mask.
Yes. And then you go to, not saying that it happened there, but then you go to replay, like in the Washington game, like Zach Ertz got that first down. Like how do you go to replay and not overturn that?
Yeah, I'm happy they didn't because I don't want Washington to win, but I don't know how he didn't get it. I mean, he was over. He's over the line. They put it behind it. So it's just it's always a look at me and as we talk the off air or even just early in the show, like the product is just being watered down and just trashed, just like the NBA. Well, let's not go that far.
Well, that's my crumb of the week.
The NBA is unwatchable. The Sixers are helping that.
Well, the Sixers are the only reason I watch. Right?
It's
like
bad.
it's
a bad product.
I'm not watching NBA TV on a nightly basis unless like nothing's on. I'll turn it on for like background sound, right? Just to stay up.
I'll usually bet the 10:30 game.
But it's a bad product all around. And the reason is, listen, I feel like they've marketed too many players. Yeah. Right? It was like, well, who's your stars of the league? Who's your guys that you're really round behind? It's like
a bunch of old heads.
It's still LeBron and Kevin Durant, who are our age.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a weird product.
And I don't know if you guys heard the clip of Shaq on some show or podcast, and he goes, every offense is the same now. Right? It's the top of the key, high level, high ball screen, hit dribble, handoff, and it's all threes. Yeah. Like it's not basketball. It's just crazy. A shooting contest.
Remember when Steph Curry started doing this, like the Splash Brothers and everything, we were like, this is wild, the way they're shooting threes and how good they are. And then everything changed, and now everyone just shoots threes, and the NBA is not watchable. It's awful. It's literally awful. I can't. The end of that Sixers game was, thank God we won, but wow, just awful.
No, it's a bad product. It just is.
Shooting 65 threes a game. Like, what?
It's not fun to watch. Like the Splash Brothers were, a once.
They're an anomaly.
Yeah, like you can't copycat that. And a lot of organizations have.
Yeah.
They would rather the quick three than run a shot clock down the 5 seconds and get a good shot.
Well, and look this, right? Like to that point, opening night. Right, opening night, Knicks Celtics. They shot 91 threes. Mm-hmm. And what was the other game that night? Come on.
90 fucking one.
Minnesota, LA. 20, 41, and 30. 71.
Yeah.
So you shot 162 three-pointers in 2 games.
Yeah.
And the Lakers shot 16%. The Timberwolves shot 32%, or 17%.
That's all.
So what are we watching then?
Yeah, if you want to shoot threes, I'm fine with it. But can we
start with looks?
Can we start with dribble drives?
Yeah. Can we shoot 30% from 3?
And that's bare minimum.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're going to shoot that many threes, you better shoot 30%. I'd like you to shoot 40, but you better shoot 30. And like all the big guys just shoot threes now too. There's not even big guys anymore.
Yeah, Nick
Fucking
shot
Embiid.
37, and at least the Celtics shot 48% from
Well,
three.
that's a reason to shoot them. You shoot
Yeah, I mean, if you're shooting 48%, fucking
Sure.
shoot all day.
Yeah. Like, I have no problem if you're a 3-point shooting team, but our conversation is everybody.
Yeah, everybody's that
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're built that way, then be built that way. Nobody's going to tell you don't be built that way. The Celtics are built perfectly fine. All right, they can go shoot 91 fucking threes. They're shooting 48%. Right, but like the Sixers are not built to shoot, 45 3-pointers in a game right now. They're not built that way. Are they built that way when they have everybody on the court? They're way built more that way than they are not being built that way. But like, at least with them, it's going to start inside out. At least them, it starts with stuff running through a big guy. But it's way too many settles. Everybody settles.
Yeah. I mean, Charlotte, 54 threes today.
Yeah. Everyone tells me how good LaMelo Ball is. I mean,
Sixers, 33.
Of course he's going to score points. He shoots the ball 35 times a game.
Yeah, he's 13 for 30. He was 6 for 18 from 3.
Yeah.
As a team, they shot 26%. At least the Sixers were 27, so we weren't much better. We were 9 for 33.
What an ugly fucking game.
But even if you just look at the box score, like just the scores, I mean, how many teams are scoring 120 points and losing on a nightly basis? I mean, there's nights
no defense.
There you go. The Knicks scored 121 points. They got beat by 11 tonight.
Versus who?
Indiana scored 132.
That's great to know. They're going to come and fucking rip us apart on Tuesday.
Dallas scored 120, lost to Denver, 122-120. Golden State, 127-116 over Oklahoma State. Sacramento, 127-118 over Phoenix. Like, we're scoring in the 130s.
Oh, my God.
What is basketball?
Yeah, it's a terrible product. College basketball starting. No, I love college basketball.
Yeah.
Little college round ball. We won't give the HW like I did last week.
No hardwood tonight.
No.
Shirts are in production.
Everybody go fuck yourself.
All right, boys. Anything else?
Nah. Good win. Good easy win. Good way to end the Sunday.
Yeah.
Big game Thursday.
Yeah.
Stranglehold of the division. You win Thursday. Go get it done.
I think we almost need to change our show night this week.
I didn't want to throw it out there on air, but I was gonna see what we thought.
We might have to do an A2D Wednesday on Thursday. It's the only right way to do it.
Could do that.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God, fumble. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And Detroit's in this game. Jesus.
Yeah, they are. All right, everybody. We love
Amon
you.
Ross
We
scored.
appreciate you.
There you go. You got your
Thanks for
toddy.
joining us.
Yeah.
Hit the like, subscribe on your way out. Pound that goddamn like button.
Let's
do it.
Go Birds. 7-2. First place in the NFC East. Giddy up for Thursday night, baby. Let's go.
I guess go Sixers.